HS Goindi, President of Marketing of TVS Motors, joins us on the phone line from Hosur. Good having you, Mr. Goindi. Thanks so much for joining in. Now, I can be a critic or I can see some bit of optimism, and I want you to throw more light on how you are viewing this, because on a YoY basis, for 2 months in a row, probably 2 months in a row or probably more, your sales have gone down quite a bit. Month on month, maybe a bit of an increase in September compared to August. How would you look at the numbers?
See, the sales have gone down over last year September. That's a reality, because last year September was the billing month for the season. Season last year was in October, both the Shara, Diwali and Naratras. So hence the billing was in September. That's the reason for lower sales than September. However, the month on month we have been, where the sales have been higher. This year overall industry has been down till August. September data I have not got for the industry. The industry has been much lower growth till August. We don't see much of a growth happening in the industry next 5 to 6 months time. We need to watch out next month, 15th of October onwards, how the industry pans out in the season time.
Right.
But we are, yeah.
No, so, yeah, exactly. So how do you expect the next 2 months to pan out, given that the key festive season would be over the next 2 months, in fact, even December?
Yeah, one indication which has just come in the Vinayaka Chaturthi sale in certain states, that indication has been quite positive. You know, the retails have been pretty good in the days of Vinayaka Chaturthi in certain states of Maharashtra and other places. So that's a good indication. However, I have to be careful as to how the season will pan out. Indication seems to be good right now, but have to be careful too.
Mr. Goindi, frankly, I mean, I think it's only apt to get a first-hand sense of what you mean by careful, because on a YoY, I'm strictly sticking to YoY right now. August and September, you'll be the first one to admit that it's probably been a lot below what even the worst of estimates were, and what probably even you were expecting things to shape up for TVS. Is a 15 to 20% YoY dip something that can be a reasonable estimate for the next couple of months at least, if not the next 6 months?
Okay, I think in YoY basis we are minus 10%. And not minus 22. That is for the year, for the September 11 to September 12, you are comparing it, which is not the right comparison. Cumulatively from April to September, including last year's very good September, because of season push, we are minus 10%. Industry, I feel between April to August was about 4% growth or something of that kind. So industry growth is lower this year, there's no doubt about that. We have been slightly lower in industry on the billing basis is concerned because of the extra stocks of some of the competitors, which I think is getting corrected. And hence, we're going to see how the retail happens next few months. What I was talking about was that this year was definitely expected to be low growth than last year. We said that in the beginning. Definitely became even low growth than what we expected. I also said that Vinayaka Chaturthi sales were slightly higher than what our expectations were. And hence, we feel there can be a cautious optimism for the Diwali sale.
Right. When you say cautious optimism, are you factoring in a broad average number of 2 lakh plus units over the next 3 months? Is that a fair estimate?
Numbers. I won't be able to give the numbers right now for the next 2 months, but I think we are estimating that possibly the Diwali season may be better off than in the first 5 months, what has happened for the industry first. We feel they might be slightly looking like the Diwali season may be better off than what we thought the first 5 months were. But as I said, cautious optimism right now.
Okay, just a couple of questions, and we want to ask you about the Phoenix as well, as to how do you expect that to shape up. But just one quick word, again on the numbers. What segment, Mr. Goindi, do you think could bring TVS Motors slightly above what they have done in the last 2 months? Because as I look, two-wheelers, three-wheelers, export, domestic sales, almost everything has shown a bit of a disappointing trend. Where do you think traction could come in?
The three-wheelers we have done much better than last year. Same month, first time we have crossed 5,000 numbers, so we are very happy about it. It's close to about 3,000 numbers in exports and about 2,000 plus numbers in domestic. Delhi has opened up, Hyderabad has opened up, so I think three-wheelers should go into a good story in the next couple of months, both industry as well as we are concerned, and I think we'll be gaining traction in the market share. On the domestic products are concerned, our mopeds will continue to do well. Scooters will do well now that the Vigo and the Scooty are getting established. Motorcycles, once the Phoenix come in, that should add the volumes in the Phoenix segment, in that particular segment where we have been absent in the executive segment. We were supposed to launch in the month of September. We'll be launching in the month of, we're putting the bikes in the month of October. By second half of this month of October, we'll be putting Phoenix All India basis. So that should give us a traction for the next 2 to 3 months' time.